dias and ahoy. Welcome to AmeriKnížky, a series of beloved American books by beloved American authors about topics of American culture. In the United States, we have particular themes for months of the year. We focus on these themes in our libraries, schools, and other cultural institutions. Usually we focus on minority issues. We have Black History Month, Women's History Month, Pride Month, and many others. We also usually take 1 week of the year to focus on books that have been banned by governments or governing organizations for different reasons. The book we're talking about today checks all those boxes. Let me introduce you to The Color Purple by Alice Walker. A classic of modern American literature, The Color Purple shows how African American women lived in 20th century rural Georgia at the beginning of the 20th century. Sisters Celia and Nettie were separated when they were little girls, but throughout the story they stay loyal and hopeful. The story is told through a series of letters. First of all, Celia is writing letters to God to pray. Then as the story goes on and she experiences more things, she begins to share the letters that she writes to Nettie and the letters that Nettie writes to her. The story in The Color Purple broke the silence around domestic and sexual abuse. It narrates the lives of these women through their pain and struggle as they marry, divorce, fall in love, fall out of love, have children, lose children, and move all the way across the world. It shows their pain and their struggle, their companionship and their growth, and above all, their resilience and bravery. Alice Walker's epic novel is deeply compassionate and beautifully imagined. Spoiler alert. Ultimately, it ends in a journey of redemption and love. Why was it banned? This book, I will warn you, has graphic language and descriptions of abuse in all form, from parents, from spouses, from partners. To be honest, it's nothing worse than anything you would see on a basic program on Netflix these days, but it's still worth it to warn you. Additionally, for those of you who struggle a bit more with English, it is written with Black person's vernacular, so the beginning of the book you may have to focus harder to follow what's going on, but I believe you can do it. Books are banned for many reasons, but many people think that young people shouldn't have to read about racism, violence, harsh language, homosexual love stories, or people questioning religion. What do you think? Can you handle stories that talk about these hard themes? Check out The Color Purple in English at the Foreign Language Literature Department in the Usti Regional Library. To end, I'd like to share some quotes from this book. Have you ever found God in church? I never did. I just found a bunch of folks hoping for him to show up. Any God I ever felt in church, I brought in with me. And I think all the other folks did too. They come to church to share God, not to find God. I think it pisses God off if you walk by the color purple in the field somewhere and don't notice it. People think that pleasing God is all that he cares about, but any fool living in the world can see it is always trying to please us back. The more I wonder, the more I love. Keep reading, my friends. Nerds conquer the world.